in one. Grab a drink, leave your worries behind. It's the Nightcap with Brent and Patty, where the fun and laughs are never chatty. Raise your glass, it's time to cheer. Brent and Patty are finally here. Funny finds and events so snappy. Join the fun, let's get happy. Brent might derail, go off the track, but Patty's here to bring him back. A Brent might come, oh what a sight. Rants and laughs, it's pure delight. Raise your glasses, time to cheer. Brent and Patty are finally here. Funny finds and events so snappy. Join the fun, let's get happy.
Welcome to the Nightcap with Brent and Patty. I just realized it's a race weekend. I'm wearing McLaren colors.
What?
I'd like to apologize to Max Verstappen. I know he's watching. All right, let's get to what we're drinking right quick because I got to do a little bit of prep work. So I want to open up tonight's drink real quick. There we go. So salted caramel martini. We don't have martini glasses, but we'll get through this, I'm sure. So in case anyone wants to take a screenshot or something like that, I'll leave that up for another couple of seconds. So I'm going to get everything all prepped. I'm going to leave that up for just a second here while I'm getting stuff. Because there's one thing I'm unsure of, and that's getting the caramel on the inside of the glass. I've got an idea, but go. Okay. See, if I'd have been smart, I should have done, like, we should have had a test run. We should have made one.
Yeah.
And then we could have had another one. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that. Although I'm secretly going to open it up in the background.
Excuse me, folks.
Over here, so I can see it. Ha-ha! Ha-ha-ha! Hey, Kenny. And hey, Marlene and Maureen and Becky and James. Glad everybody could make it.
Hello, everybody.
So, okay, that softened up nicely, so this might actually work better than I thought. Supposed to put a little bit of the caramel on the inside of the glass.
That looks about right.
Sure.
Well, they just sort of drizzled it. So.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm doing, because I was afraid this was going to be too thick, but
Right.
it actually turned out okay.
That's good.
So, all right, here's the problem. Is how do you get it to stop drizzling? Stop drizzling! Oh.
That's fine.
Okay, start drizzling.
Taking it sweet time.
I don't think I got as much this time.
Maybe not, yeah. Have to go for another dab.
What's that?
You'll have to go for another dab, another dip.
Maybe. I also don't want to be 20 minutes making this drink. Oh, good Lord. Once it pops, you can't stop. All right, just a little bit more. Come on, come off the spoon. God, he's like, I don't want to get off the spoon. And then it's like, I don't want to stop getting off the spoon. This is great. Okay. Oh, yeah, baby. All right, so
Oops.
now. Num num, mum mum. Okay, so let's get this thing mixed up. Because then I got to rim the glasses. All right, so I need 2 tablespoons of caramel syrup. So some of that's got to go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 tablespoons?
Well, just
So we're going to say
3.
that's 1 and 2. There we go. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's 1.5 ounces of vodka and 1/2 ounce of caramel flavored liquor. We've got the 2 of them together. Black Velvet Salted Caramel is going to do both for us. So that is going to be, that sucker's not marked, is it? All right. So
No,
I know that that's 1 ounce. I'll just do 2 of those. Oh, come on. Seriously? I slopped. Okay, and 2 ounces of Bailey's liqueur. We still have Bailey's birthday cake. So we're going to use that. It's going to make this nice and sweet. It's definitely going to be enough for the 2 of us. I wasn't sure if it was going to be enough for 2 glasses, but yeah, that's going to be plenty.
I think that'd be good. Hey, Michael Man. Miss
Okay.
Lauren.
Should Patty take over the drink making? Should Patty take over the drink making? Does that laughter answer your question, Ken? Does that laughter answer your question? All right, so this will not be a repeat of last week's fiasco with the blender. I hope.
Hang on to that.
That doesn't look suspicious at all.
Right?
Okay, that's completely mixed in.
Sounds like a rain stick.
Okay, so now I'm going to do. Okay, so if I do this correctly, if I okay, dip that in the water, Brent, in the water, and then get a little
Salt.
Pretty sure I did something wrong.
Whoa,
Oh, there we go. What?
my nerves.
Oh, well, hang on. We're doing it the second time. There, it's quicker. It's much quicker that time. Okay, so now strain this into here. Crap, there ain't much left.
That's okay. You can pour some back over.
Yeah, so it is only enough for
It looked more because the ice displacing it.
is that your scientific answer or just a guess? Is that enough for the show?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I'm going to give you the one with the least amount of salt on it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so cheers.
Cheers.
There we go. Turn it around to get the salty side.
That's pretty good. Nice and caramely.
Woo. High salt content over there. That's quite nice.
It is.
Quite
I
nice.
thought it would be when I saw it.
Yeah, nope, that was a good call, baby.
You're welcome. I've got a couple lined up for the next couple of weeks too.
Good deal. Well, we've been meaning to do this for a good long
Well,
time.
I finally found a spot where there are a lot of easy cocktails and whatnot.
Yeah, we don't need anything too...
Elaborate.
So if you got the recipe and you're thinking, hey, I should try that out, and you should.
It was really good.
If it wasn't on the screen long enough, well, you can always rewind and write it down.
Or I can send it to you.
Or, right, you can contact the page and we can send it out to you for sure. And actually what we should do is put it right on the page.
Sure,
After
yeah.
the show's done. So, yeah, we'll do that for you. And you guys can have one of your own salted caramel martinis. Yes, I didn't have martini glasses for it. I didn't really think it made that big of a difference. All right, so let's get going with the get going. Oh, I should do this real quick.
Did you get the thing wiped up?
Well, yeah, I'm probably going to have to...
Did you
Probably.
get on the book?
What's that?
Did you get on the book? Maybe briefly.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit, but hang on.
That's fine.
So I was scouting about, well, not purposefully, but I was keeping my eye open. And so I contacted Dawn, my sister-in-law, and said, hey, there's a whole bunch of cherry blossoms at the dollar store. So I picked some up for her. She happened to be in Florida, so she brought these back. I can't remember if she said Japan or China. I think she said China. Not entirely sure. I can be corrected if somebody knows. But
Does it say on the bag? Like in the back or anything?
no, I looked because it says, okay, it gets more confusing, okay, because on the back of the bag it says product of Taiwan. She did not say she got them because she got them at Epcot,
Okay.
which is where all the countries are, right? So she said,
Yeah.
I got these in Japan, which I think is what she said. But then it says that the company is from Tokyo, but then there's another address that's in Taiwan again. So anyway. They're supposed to be hot potato chips. It says spicy and tasty hot chili with seaweed. Now, my adventures with seaweed in the past were not fantastic. I really didn't care for seaweed, so I'm going to see if the hot and spicy helps out. One thing's for sure,
It's well sealed.
they seal the bags well. We give it the sniff test. Okay, I can definitely smell the seaweed, but that might be, it's like a seafood smell, though.
Oh, really? What do you think?
So, imagine the clam chips
Okay, yeah.
with a light barbecue. That's not hot chili.
Not to you.
This wouldn't be hot chili to you.
Yes, it would.
Mm. Oh, there's a little bit in the back of my
Yeah,
throat.
right.
You try 'em?
Any good?
No, thank you.
I like them.
Because if you notice a little hint in the back, it's going to be way too
Yeah,
much.
no, it's going to blow your head right off your shoulders.
Yeah.
Well, not bad. So, here's how I'll rate stuff like this from now on.
Okay.
Would I buy it again? Or would I buy it myself in this case? Yes, I would. If I saw these out, I'd be like, yeah, those are good. I'm going to get a bag.
Awesome.
So,
Excellent.
that's my seal of approval.
I give it 6 out of 10. It's okay.
Marlene says I'm weak. Oh, because I was trying to open the bag.
Oh,
Them suckers are sealed.
yeah.
I'll get Marlene to open the next bag for me.
Yeah, you watch her fail to open the bag, too.
Well, Marlene's
No,
getting
those are
missed over
good.
here.
Good stuff.
Mm.
All right. So let's get right on to
Yummy.
close that. Go to the Friday feels real quick. There we go. Cat dads
Oh,
for
yeah.
the win.
And a salt.
That's
So cute, Maisie and
she is.
Michael holding hands.
She's so sacked out.
I know. She's comfy. She loves to be where
And,
Dad
and,
is.
and in case you don't notice, I think most people probably can see. Sam basically has the equivalent of having his elbows up on the table
I know.
up on the
He's so
desk.
funny.
and just sitting on my knee.
It's like that time he sat on my lap at the table and had his paws on the table.
Right, exactly. See, the unfortunate thing is he's cute like that for about 30 seconds or so.
Yeah. And he wants to play the
And
keyboard.
then he wants to play with the keyboard. He actually got up off of my knee and right on, and I'm like, no. I put him in his chair, which is where he currently is right
Yeah.
now, and he curled up.
He gets on my desk and walks on my keyboard.
and went. He doesn't make it that far on mine,
Yeah.
so I don't let him.
Well, I didn't necessarily let him. He was too quick for me.
Well, there's that too. We do have a Pattyism and a Brentism for this week, of course. The Pattyism, if I turned it on, might help if you push the on switch. Jesse's Girl was released 43 years ago, so if she's still watching him with those eyes, she's got readers on. I just know it. And she's watching him through those bifocals. I just know it.
Oh, shit.
And he'd hold her in his arms late at night, but he's got arthritis and it don't feel right. The Brentism for this week: there should be a summer camp for adults where you just go and sleep for 3 weeks. Sign me the frig up for
Right?
that.
Yeah, I
Right?
knew that was you when I saw it.
I'm telling you, like, what are we going to do today, Brain? The same thing that we did yesterday. Sleep. Try and have a nap. Oh, my land. So I've talked about this before, but this plays right into that whole thing. Sammy Hagar in, I believe it was his book, Red, said that in order to successfully have a vacation, you have to have like 2 months or something like that. I mean, he can because he's got the money, right? But he said the problem is the first couple of weeks, I think he might have actually said a full month. He said the first couple of weeks your mind is still on work. You've not stopped working. You're just in a different location.
Right, yeah. You haven't
So you have to
managed
wind.
to shut the brain down yet.
Right, you have to wind down. And he goes, then you actually get into relaxation mode, and you can sit on the beach and not be. You can actually be in the moment, have a drink,
Yeah.
enjoy the sun, and actually decompress. And
Properly,
listen, I
yeah.
wish I could take a month off and go sit on the beach.
Right.
But they don't do that for free, and yeah, it don't work that way for some of us, Sammy. But I appreciate the good advice. I thank you. If I ever get to that
Right.
point in life, I'll do that. So for what you're reading this week, I'd like to go to a luxury resort, again, something else we can't afford, where instead of golf and tennis, there's a gorgeous library with crackling fires and the comfiest chairs, and the servers bring you snacks and drinks while you read all day. You know what's going to happen there? You're going to fall asleep. So it's going to be very similar to the adult camp, for sure. So is this the book you're reading?
I'm starting it.
Okay.
I just finished the other one this afternoon.
Okay, that's the synopsis for it?
Yes.
Okay. I looked at that picture and went, I'm not reading all of that. And she goes, no, that's just in case you want to, get a feel for. Okay, so you can post that on the page as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you have?
Sounds really interesting.
Did you? I didn't read it. I wasn't lying to you when I said I wasn't going to
I
read it.
didn't expect you to.
And did you have a cute little picture for this week? No, you did not. Oh.
Yes, I did. It was the first one.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought there was something besides that.
No.
Okay, because we've got 3 spots.
Yeah, we had something extra another night. Can't remember. Oh, what it was. Anyway, can't remember. It's been a while.
Trust me, when we get a formula, she tries to break it as quickly as possible. Oh, you've got a spot
I'm
for
a
4
rebel.
things there, do you? Well, I'm going to get you 5.
Keeping it real.
That's what 32 years will get you.
Right?
I was afraid that the caramel on the sides wouldn't make its way in, but it does.
Yeah.
It's kind of settling to the bottom, so I got to do a
Quite
little
nice.
bit.
Yeah, there's a little bit of
I got to do a little.
syrup. in the
Yeah,
bottom one.
I got to do a little.
Wait for it to kind of soften
spin.
a little bit.
I do a spin cycle.
Spin cycle. You're funny.
Making those again, I would skip the salt
Yeah. I would
because
agree.
the salt.
Or if you want salt, just sprinkle a little on top.
No.
Doesn't really need it.
Yeah. Maybe the flaked, like 1 or 2.
Yeah, that would be
but
all
even
right.
then, no, it would be good without it.
Yeah.
If you like that salt hit though, when you're drinking stuff, yeah, it definitely works that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Comments, Brent. Go read the comments. Oh,
Pardon me.
there are no new ones. All right. This week's shit or get off the pot. There's your doors. Gents, do epic shit, and ladies, smile, you're losing weight. That's awful.
Right? Where'd you see the next one?
Some funny shit, though. Oh, for next week?
Well, the week after. Because next week's
foreshadowing.
Good Friday.
Oh, that's right, too. And, of course, we have some graffiti. This one's a good one. Be the person you want to be. Be Batman. I'm Batman. What are you, dude? Batman from '89. Still one of the best up there.
Right? Good stuff.
That's tasty as all get out.
Yeah.
All right, so we need to go and dip into the birthday club. Some weeks it's all like big stars that everybody knows, and then some weeks it's like this one. Sorry, but I actually didn't recognize one of the people because I thought it was somebody else. And right there, that guy. So that is, how do you pronounce his last name?
I think it's Riegert.
Riegert, Peter Riegert. I looked at that and I was like, I don't remember Lenny ever being in, what's his face?
Michael McKean.
Michael McKean ever being in a show with it. And then I look at the list and I'm like, that's not his name.
No.
Because that's not him. But my land, does it ever look
And
like him?
that expression, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's from that show Dads that we liked.
Yes, and the unfortunate thing was we made the decision to watch Dads the same time that Mom came on, whatever it was. And we were watching Dads, we were enjoying it, and then boom, it gets canceled, and we hadn't started watching Mom. And so we kind of, from all accounts, Mom was a good show, but
yeah, I heard it was good.
we didn't finish it. So so he was in The Mask, he was in Dads. He was born in 1947 So he's 78 years old today. Who else has got a birthday here? That guy right there is Bill Irwin. Lulu?
Lulu who, yeah.
Oh, Lulu Who, and how the wow, Brent, try again. Lulu Who and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Mr. Noodles on Sesame Street and Elmo's World. Star Trek Discovery, Law and Order.
Lots of stuff. And he's a comedian as well.
Awesome. So he is 75 years old today. He was born in 1950. I did not know who he was. I'm very sorry. And somebody else that I struggled to recognize. Sorry, it's just me. This is Jennifer Esposito.
Yeah.
Esposito. She's 52 today. She was in Blue Bloods, NCIS, The Boys, Samantha Who, born in 1973. So they all have birthdays today, and I'm sorry to say that I didn't recognize any of them. But you know what? Happy birthday anyway.
Right.
Even if I don't know who you are, happy birthday. All right. Yeah, Kenny said Mom's was fantastic. I heard that, but like I say, by the time that we even entertained starting to watch
We were
it,
watching so much other stuff, yeah.
well, that and we were so far behind, we were like, do we want to get caught up? But that's one of those shows that we could throw on the list.
Yep.
And
Pick up on a later
get caught
date.
up on. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. When you're looking, like there's not much to watch, right? So we could always
finish the Bondsman.
we're going to finish a lot of things.
Yeah.
Holy smoke. That is the game right now. That is the game. Can you start and finish a show? And I would dare say that the weekly episode works better for us in particular.
Yeah.
We finished the last episode of The Pit
Good stuff.
for the season. Fantastic show.
Yeah, I love it.
But we know that Friday nights after we prep for the show, we're going to go watch the episode of The Pit. It's always going to be there. Not now, but it was in the past. So we finished it. When you're left to free feed, watch anything you want to. I don't know what there's so many. What about Oof, baby.
Oh, we can back up with the Bondsman.
Yes, The Bondsman was really good.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon. It's on Prime, I believe.
So. Yeah, I think so.
Or was it on Netflix?
No, it's on Prime.
Okay. Short synopsis of The Bondsman is he is a bounty hunter who goes after demons who have escaped from hell. And very much in the vein of Supernatural, there's a lot of comedy there. So, and a lot of supernatural stuff as well, like that type of thing.
And some comedy. And
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's good stuff. So, Esposito used to be married to Bradley Cooper.
yes, that's right. She
okay.
was. Yeah.
See, Ken, much like Patty, knows this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. So I do know it's time for everybody's stomach's favorite part of the show. And I'm really angry at this particular segment this week because it would not work for me. And we had to make some adjustments. So I didn't like this to start with. Now I really don't like it. But that right there is molded potato salad. And I'll tell you something. When people use the word molded, anything that's
it has another connotation.
mold, when you put that in to anything to do with food,
Yeah.
I immediately get suspicious.
Right.
But that stupid picture kept showing up just the upper left-hand corner, and it was black and white. Patty had to resend the picture. Anyway, technical difficulties, it doesn't matter. And really, that picture in color is not better, it's worse.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't see the entire recipe because who wants it anyway?
Right.
Right. I mean, come on.
Potato salad doesn't need gelatin.
Potato. Listen. Okay.
I mean, there are very few I like. There were some notes to it, I think.
Potato salad doesn't need help. Oh, there's notes? Well, let's go to the notes because it can only get better from here. Molded potato salad, or as I would call it, potato no. Potato no. Potato no.
Oh no.
Yeah. I should have just kept going.
Yeah.
From Gelatin Home Cooking Secrets in 1975, back when they knew how to make something out of Jell-O. Normally I like a few potato salad recipes. However, this olive, which has the flavor of old socks. Garnished delight is. You need to read this stuff out loud after you write it. So I'm gonna start over again. Normally, I like a good potato. Nope, I'm not gonna start over again. I'm just gonna keep reading. Is held together with enough gelatin to fund the gelatin company for the next 6 months. If it falls off the table, it will bounce across the floor and down the stairs like a lost tire on the highway. What rolls downstairs alone or in pairs and rolls over the neighbor's dog. It's great for a snack and fits in her back. It's molded potato salad. It's not quite as catchy as log.
No.
I'm sorry. Yeah. It's molded.
Yeah.
Who shows up at a family gathering or any sort of potluck and goes, I brought molded, like most of the population in that room is done the minute they hear molded.
Right.
So what'd you do, make it 2 weeks ago? Please say it doesn't have Jell-O in the potato salad.
It's encased in.
It's encased. It is potato salad encased in Jell-O. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's potato salad flavored Jell-O.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, right? I don't care how good your potato salad is. You cannot save that recipe by going, yes, but if we use Aunt Cheryl's recipe, no, it won't matter. You will ruin Aunt Cheryl's potato salad. That's what you will do.
Yep.
My mom's potato salad, in my opinion, is the best in the land. If you molded mom's potato salad, it would be garbage.
Yep.
Absolute trash. There's
Yep.
nothing you can do to save it. And again, potato salad doesn't need help.
Not your mother's. Anyway.
Coleslaw doesn't need help. Yeah, I'm less fussy for potato salad.
Yeah. Coleslaw. I like the Dixie Lee coleslaw.
But it doesn't need help.
No.
Yeah, all those types of things don't need help. Macaroni salad, another one of your favorites.
Gross. Yeah.
There is no macaroni salad you can feed to Patty. And she's been through the conversations of, yes, but have you tried this recipe? Nah, dog, she ain't trying no recipes.
I ain't
Okay,
playing.
but this one's got ketchup. I don't care.
Keep it away.
This one's got a little brown sugar, so it's sweeter. I don't care unless it's. Listen, if you've got macaroni and you put cheese on it, Patty's in. If you've got macaroni and it's cold and you've got, it doesn't matter. She's not eating it.
Now I will add a.
Oh, here we go. I ranted. Now you're gonna prove me wrong. Hit me.
I don't mind potatoes, macaroni salad with nothing on it other than salt and pepper.
That's not macaroni salad.
Well, no, because I don't want all the onions and.
You don't want it cold though.
No, I don't like it cold.
Okay, so you like cooked macaroni with salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not macaroni salad.
No, I didn't mean to say salad. I don't like potato. I don't like macaroni salad.
So we were
nasty.
on this track and
Yeah.
you veered to the left?
Right.
All right, as long as I understand. No, left. Who's on first?
Apparently you are.
Oof, I don't know. I don't know if I'd call me first, but made from penicillin
Right?
potatoes. Old moldy potatoes and gelatin. Mm-hmm.
I suppose the only good thing with the gelatin, if it started to get a little runny, the potato salad's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay in the jello.
We don't need to run that experiment.
No.
It's time to go to interesting AF. All right, what do we got here? Oh, look at that. I'm going to need to get notes because you're all going to think, what is that? That is the power of spinach. Scientists have discovered a remarkable way to use spinach leaves to create functional human heart tissue, marking a major breakthrough in regenerative medicine. In a study published in Biomaterials, researchers tackled one of the biggest challenges in tissue engineering, developing a vascular network capable of delivering blood, oxygen, and nutrients to new Tissues. Scientists at Worcester Polytechnic Institute achieved this by stripping a spinach leaf of its plant cells, leaving behind a natural cellulose structure with tiny veins that resemble human capillaries. By introducing live human cells into this delicate framework, they successfully created tissue that functions like a heart muscle. This innovation could one day help repair damaged cardiac tissue in patients who have suffered heart attacks. Beyond heart regeneration, Researchers believe similar techniques could be used to create scaffolds for bone or cartilage repair. Although further research is needed, the approach could revolutionize medicine by providing a stable, cost-effective way to grow human tissue. By blending nature's design with scientific innovation, the future of regenerative medicine is looking greener than ever. All right, so we got some more pictures of what's going on here. So that first row of pictures is them stripping out the plant cells. And then I'm assuming these photos are them, they're introducing.
Yeah.
Look at that. It looks like a heart when you first look at it.
Yeah.
You expect it to be going boom, 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 boom.
It's fascinating the things they can do.
Oh, it is just wild. And they look like veins.
Yeah, sure do.
Which, I mean, realistically, that's what it is. It's a vein for a plant.
Yeah.
So, I'm telling you, when we're not trying to destroy each other, we humans
We're pretty remarkable.
are pretty darn remarkable.
Yeah.
But we keep disagreeing over stupid shit
Right.
and trying to kill each other. I was born way too early.
Yes.
I want to see the humans in the future. If we don't bomb ourselves into oblivion. Yeah. Anyway, happy notes. I know. Whoops.
What'd you do?
I know what's up. Do you know what's up? It was already up. It's going to be up again. Your order's up. I click you too early. All right. So that place right there, that is the Grotto in Thailand. The Grotto restaurant, located in the island of Krabi in Thailand, is one of the most romantic places in the world. Nestled under an ancient limestone cliff at the edge of Pharang Thang Beach, it is part of the luxurious Ravadavi Resort. Guests can enjoy their meals with their toes in the soft beach sand while taking in sweeping views of the Andaman Sea and nearby islands. Okay, so we've got some other...
Beautiful.
Oh, it is gorgeous. Look at that. Just jade-colored water almost. That's where I want to go
It's like a peaceful spot.
That's where I want to go take my Sammy Hagar 2-month vacation.
Okay.
Maybe if I hit Sammy up to experiment it for just a regular layperson, not somebody who's been used to it and is wealthy, maybe he would be like, yeah, no, I'll fund that for you. And that's inside, I assume, so you can eat inside or outside.
Right.
The restaurant is famous for its breathtaking sunsets that create an intimate atmosphere, making it a popular spot for proposals and honeymoon diners. The menu offers a thoughtful blend of international and Thai cuisine, complemented by special events like grill nights and sunset cocktails. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Wow, the food looks just fantastic. And they do burgers and fries for those that are fussy. But that's whatever that noodle concoction is. That looks really
or
good.
fettuccine, maybe.
I'm not eating the tomatoes.
Well, no, those are Roma tomatoes.
Yeah. I should try one of those someday. Maybe
The
I'd like
mussels
them.
look good.
Yeah, it all looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at that. Little brown paper bag with some fries in it. Nom, 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 nom.
Very eco of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Another sort of panoramic shot of everything. I'm wondering what they...
Lovely spot to just kind of sit with a coffee.
Oh, that's a place to relax right there.
Yeah.
But again, you got to pull your mind out of everything else and enjoy where you're at and really soak it up.
Right.
Yeah, that would be...
It's beautiful.
That's a spot where you go and you don't do anything.
You just kind of hang out there.
You stay there.
Yeah.
And you get up every morning and you have a different breakfast.
Stroll the
and
beach.
You have some coffee. Yeah, stroll the beach. You read a book. And when somebody goes, hey, we're going on a day trip, you say, well, you have a good time. You're not coming? No.
Yeah. No, that wouldn't be our
Don't you want to
scene.
experience the culture? I do. I want to experience the culture here for a week. That's it. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't want to go see anything else. Take pictures. I'll look at those and I'll pretend that I was there. Meanwhile, I'm going to be here. All right. Right. Just check and see if I had any other It is time to go on a road trip. All right, where are we going today? We went on a pretty good one right there. Well, this looks interesting.
Right?
So this is Lake Svargstan, or floating lake. There's a bunch of lines through the letters and stuff. That is not the English I speak. The lake is located very close to the ocean, but its surface is about 130 feet above the sea level. It is surrounded by a higher cliff, which prevents it from emptying fully into the ocean. The waterfall, Badafasser, being the outlet. The greater height of the cliffs on either side give the illusion from a certain perspective that the lake is higher above the sea than it actually is. During World War II, the British Army built an airfield, now Vagar Airport, to the west of the lake. They also built a station to support seaplanes. The first aircraft to land on the lake was a Catalina from RAF Coastal Command in 1941. So we've got a few other photos here. That is just a unique natural phenomenon, right?
Yeah.
Like that's right there's the shot right there. When I was putting the pictures up, I was like, wow. That is wild.
Yeah.
So it empties out a little bit right there where it meets
and some
the
of
sea.
it is on private land, so if you want to go there
Oh.
to this area and hike and whatever, if you pay an entry fee, you have to go online and request permission.
Okay.
And they're quite willing to let people come in.
That is absolutely awesome. There are opportunities for fishing brown trout on the lake. In the summer of 2005, a local initiative was set up for boat excursions. There's an entry fee of €30, so $46 Canadian, per person to hike to the lake and the cliff. Upon entering, you will receive a free cup of coffee, tea, or hot chocolate. The hike takes about 45 minutes to an hour. That's just one of those. Oh, okay. There you go. That is another shot right there that's the angle that makes it look
like an optical
it's
illusion.
Yeah, it looks like it's almost floating above the ocean. That is wild.
It's really fascinating. There's the ocean and then there's fresh water.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Like what a okay, so there's the waterfall.
The outlet,
Okay. All right. That's way higher than what I thought it was.
Yeah. Well, they said it was 130 feet.
Yeah, so there's probably times it slows down if things start to get a little.
Yes,
a little
I saw some various pictures where there was more volume of water coming, and then other times there was a trickle.
Right on. And our signage: no road trip is complete without a good sign. Total burning ban. No campfires. Don't even fart out there. Because if it's Michael or I, it's going to be dangerous. Let me tell you right now. Kenny says Scotland.
No.
Nope. You don't have where that is.
I thought I put it in there.
Nope, you sure didn't. Lakes.
It's on the Faroe Islands.
Svorgestveen. It looks Slavic of some sort.
Yes.
Yeah. No, so we have no idea where it is.
I guess I thought I had that in there. Right?
Floating lake. If you look that up, and the internet answers everything.
Right.
I mean,
we
have no budget. We don't have room for facts. That almost doesn't look real. Look like something someone would Photoshop. Yeah, that is crazy how those angles, like we were talking about, it makes it look like somebody stitched that together. That's not real. And I would expect being there to see it would probably give you the same sort of almost, my brain can't compute this type of thing.
No, it's very real because I made a point. It's actually on part of the Trails website, Trails Around the World.
Oh, okay. Right on. So it is the real deal. I'm just going to pop out here and see.
I want to say Faroe Islands.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, Faroe Islands.
Yes, but where is that? tonight Wikipedia has let me down. Where is it? Vagger. Okay. What country is it part of? Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's definitely somewhere out there in the world. So if anybody finds directions or where it's actually located, other than a place called Vagger, which I've never heard of before, that's where it is. All right, let's just carry on. All right. Oh, there we go. It's time for, and say it with me now.
Say what now?
All right. What do we got this week? Is it food related? Well, of course it's food related. Don't be silly. Rice Krispie Treats, Bliss Caramel, Sea Salt, and Pretzel, and Chocolate Sea Salt Pretzel. Okay, why do they have to...
I don't know.
Sea salt's big now again, folks.
It
Sea salt
is.
is back. Sea salt is back. And people will say things like, oh, it's healthier for you. No, it's the same chemical compound as the salt that is on your table right now. It's that salt is salt.
Between Iceland and Norway.
Okay, it's between Iceland. Okay, Faroe Islands are an archipelago located in the North Atlantic Ocean, roughly halfway between Iceland and Norway. Okay. All right. Groovy, groovy, groovy. Oh, we're running a little bit behind over here. I got to catch up a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right, what else have we got? Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its always knocks it out of the park with
Right.
new flavors, but cheesy taco, I mean, come on. You don't need anything extra. You don't need, hey, you definitely don't need to encase that in Jell-O.
No.
Okay? That is going to be fantastic all by itself. And is that the only, I should go to my notes here and see. Okay, so I should pull the Rice Krispie Treats back up and knock the Cheez-Its down. For the first time, the iconic marshmallow treat will feature multiple toppings, including a salty snack to create a delicious multi-textured experience, complete with a satisfying crunch. It's a sweet and salty match. Available in 2 crave-worthy flavors, chocolate sea salt pretzel and caramel sea salt pretzel. Imagine the perfect balance. I thought one of them was chocolate.
Yeah, there's chocolate on this one here.
Okay, but you know, right there, chocolate sea salt. The perfect balance of Rice Krispie and chewy marshmallow topped with semi-sweet chocolate, chunks of caramel flavored chips, and candied sea salt pretzels all in one bite. Goes right to your ass. And Cheez-Its new cheesy taco flavor, limited edition cheesy taco Cheez-Its, possesses everything we love about the original cheddar crackers, but with all the delicious flavors of taco seasoning, like chili, cumin, oregano, and lime, according to the brand. There are even notes of sour cream nestled in every bite. If taco sounds familiar, it's because Cheez-It previously put out a cheesy taco flavor in its line of Groove crackers. Grooves are lighter, crunchier, and more chip-like. As a result, the cheesy taco grooves tasted more like a hard taco shell, which is very different from the crisp and tender bite of the baked cheeses. We're here discussing the intricacies of the different Cheez-Its. This is some highbrow shit, folks. And this right here will turn your stomach, because it definitely turned mine. But if I had to suffer, so do you. Right there, you're looking at that, and that is a toothbrush, and that is toothpaste, and it is Kentucky Fried Chicken toothpaste. KFC and His Smile have cooked up a tasty... No, they have not cooked up a tasty treat. They have cooked up something nasty.
Right? Who wants to brush their teeth with that?
They've made fried chicken fans' wildest dreams or wildest cravings come true with a new limited edition fried chicken flavored toothpaste that emulates KFC's best offering. This is not a prank. We really can't stress this enough. The KFC toothpaste is a very real product. You will be able to use it to clean your teeth. Here's the KFC toothpaste official description, which makes us both hungry and not feel like eating at the same time. We're talking flavor notes inspired by KFC's legendary 11 herbs and spices, all wrapped up in a craveable toothpaste that delivers next-level freshness with every brush. Like biting into a hot, juicy piece of KFC original recipe chicken, this toothpaste is irresistible, coating your teeth in flavor before leaving your mouth feeling fresh and clean. Okay, so we got to talk about some stuff, because if it's leaving your mouth fresh, there has to be some form of
a
minty,
yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
clean. There has to be something there.
I don't want to brush my teeth and still taste like fried chicken.
If you wouldn't put toothpaste on your KFC or any other fried chicken,
Right.
why would you take toothpaste and convert it into anything? It makes absolutely no sense.
It's just a gimmick.
That is exactly what this is. I've been saying this for all these companies just want to remain relevant.
Mm-hmm.
So they say, hey, let's make some toothpaste made out of KFC. And somebody
So go ahead.
Somebody at that meeting went, this is madness. I don't want any part of it. And walked away expecting it to just die on the table. And it did not.
No, I'll tell you what happened. This is legit. It was an April Fool's prank that they decided, hey.
So it wasn't supposed to be real.
Nope.
And then they created it.
Yep. Just for shits and giggles.
So they were so busy figuring out if they could. They didn't take time
Yeah,
to
because
stop
apparently some people are like, oh, I want this to be real.
and figure out if
And
they should.
ran.
Wow.
I would be more impressed if they offered me a coupon for a free bucket of chicken and a free toothbrush and toothpaste, but not KFC flavored.
Marlene says crap. Ken Moyer says the horror. KFC, Kentucky Fried Cavities. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I mean, some things don't need to go beyond.
No, that's a little much. I mean,
right?
Great for a funny joke, but in reality, come on.
Yeah. But there's a collector.
But there's people out there that would just be all over it, right?
There is a collector out there somewhere who has a house full.
Salivating.
Yeah, but he has a house full of KFC merchandise going back to the beginning of the company. I'm sure that somewhere in probably Kentucky. No, seriously, there's no way, because if people go, well, you can't make that stuff up. No, I can, and I'll bet you they do live in Kentucky, and they're from Kentucky. They didn't move to Kentucky. They're from Kentucky, and they've been gathering this stuff all up because they really like KFC. Yeah. And it started with somebody going, "Hey, I found this original bucket it's from my dad's restaurant, and it was way in the back. And this is one of the original ones from 1948 or however long they've been around. I don't know." And he's like, "Oh wow, that's really cool." And he put it in a case, labeled it, and put it up on the shelf. And went, "That's really neat. I can talk to people about that." And then it grew from there.
Snowballed.
And now he's fully addicted.
Yep.
He actually lives in his mother's basement. He's collecting all this stuff in his KFC
He's just
room.
following that ever.
And he saw that.
Following grease trail.
And went, "Oh, I got to get my hands on some of that."
Yeah.
And he's never going to use it.
Nope.
He's just going to put that into another acrylic case and be like, "They did KFC toothpaste, and I have a tube." Honest to Pete.
Oh, shoot.
When we're not busy trying to destroy each other, we create beautiful things. Occasionally, it goes off sideways, and we create something that's very monster-like.
Right.
But anyway, I digress. All right, what else have we got here? Oh, let me close that off.
There you go.
And now it's time for this.
The weird and wild wonders of the world.
Finger licking good, Maureen says. But then she's got the green smiley face, ready to blow chunks. If you're gonna spew into this. Oh
my.
golly. All right. So some of you may have already heard this story. I sent it to Patty. All right. It's interesting, to say the least. So those little guys right there sitting on what looks like the Game of Thrones
It is.
throne. And Actually, they did have their picture taken with George
They
R. R.
did,
Martin.
yes.
I don't think we have a photo of that.
I
but
didn't
anyway.
get that photo, no.
The video I watched today, the guy doing the voiceover, they showed the picture.
Yeah.
And it said they even had the picture taken with George R. R. Martin because he has
pardon me.
dire
Yes.
wolves in
Yeah.
his
And
in
the-
his books.
Yeah.
And they said it just proves that he is willing to do anything except to finish that last frickin' book. So dire wolves, okay, they are a real thing. Let's get another picture. There we go. There's 3 of them altogether. Dire wolves exist mostly within fictional worlds of fantasy books, movies, and games. Unlike most fantasy creatures, dire wolves actually existed once upon a time. They patrolled North America hunting giant ground sloths, bison, and other megafauna until about the end of the last ice age. Then they disappeared, and their unique contribution to the North American landscape vanished with them until about 6 months ago. They're the first de-extinct animal in history. Dire wolves went extinct 12,500 years ago until October of last year. The CEO of Colosso Biosciences told Sci-Fi Wire scientists took DNA from a 13,000-year-old tooth and a 73,000-year-old skull and made puppies. Scientists knew from the fossil record that dire wolves shared a lot of characteristics with modern gray wolves. The major difference being the size. Dire wolves exhibit enhanced skeletal and muscular features, giving them pronounced shoulders, wider heads, larger jaws and teeth, and more muscular legs. Colossal's analysis found that the genomes of dire wolves and gray wolves were about 99.5% similar. Let's see if we got some more pictures here. There we go. So Romulus, Remus, and what was the other one?
Khaleesi.
Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Remus at 15 days old. I mean, they're cute as all get out.
They're very cute.
However, they grow up.
Yeah, that's just 5 months old.
Yeah. Key gene variants were identified relating to things like coat color, fur thickness, and size. Next, Colossal took a donor genome from a gray wolf and edited 14 genes on 20 sites. Of those edits, 15 were precise, extinct gene variants found in the ancient dire wolves. The other 5 were modern analogies found in gray wolves and were chosen to support the animal's welfare. With their edited cell lines in hand, Colossal created clones using somatic cell nuclear transfer, the same process that created Dolly the sheep, and transferred the edited embryos to a surrogate. Biology took care of the rest. Colossal completed the de-extinction process not once but twice, resulting in a total of 3 wolves. Twin boys named Romulus and Remus were born first on October the 1st of 2024, and they're now 5 months old. The third is a female named Khaleesi. She was born about 6 weeks ago. All 3 dire wolves are thriving on a 2,000-plus acre secure, expansive ecological preserve that is certified by the American Humane Society and registered with USDA. Absolutely no chance of them escaping and eating people. Daily, they eat about 6 pounds of meat, a mix of beef, horse, and deer, as well as about 3 cups of dry food. As they grow, they'll eat more and more whole prey. Inside of Zone Alpha is a smaller 6-acre site where the wolves can be monitored and studied. It also includes an on-site veterinary clinic, wolf management facility, storm shelter, and natural den. There's a full-time staff of 10 people to take care of the animals, alongside a full-time veterinarian and dedicated animal hospital. The facility also features a 9-foot zoo-grade fencing. Oh, great. Fences always work. Redundant perimeter security. That never fails. On-site security cameras. They never go down. Drone tracking. They never run out of battery. And dedicated security team.
They're chewy.
So, what's that?
They're chewy.
They're chewy. Yeah. I mean,
Beautiful animals.
they're absolutely gorgeous. They are. They're fantastic. They look like they're very, like there'll be some sort of a documentary in the future,
Yep.
probably within the next 2 to 3 years.
Yep.
And it'll be fascinating to learn what they've learned about them and whatnot.
Yep.
However, they are bigger, they are stronger, they are faster.
Right.
There are things that we, as a species, could not have coexisted with.
It's one of them.
And
Probably.
that, if making it out into the wild, and now, I mean, I know it sounds like Jurassic Park fantasy type stuff, but if all of a sudden they go, like, here's the Disney movie, one of our wolves is missing.
Right.
And it's a little caper with some kids trying to catch this wolf, and there's a few scary moments where they get growled at, and then the wolf comes over and goes, "Oh, I love you guys so much." And everything turns out just fine. But that's not how the Marvel version of that goes. Or the New Line Cinema version of that goes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And the name of the horror movie that will come out of this will just be called Dire.
Yeah.
So go ahead and use that. Whoever's watching this video, go say that guy's on to
Just when you
something.
thought it was safe to go in the woods.
Just when you thought it was safe to go in the woods, it's never safe to go in the woods. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something right now. I mean, sometimes it's safe to go in
These
the woods.
people out west and western states and whatnot that have issues with bobcats and whatnot showing up in their backyards and peering in the window at their house cat.
Yeah.
They think they got problems.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
These guys multiply and
here's the other problem that I have is this is the type of thing where suddenly
it's going to
people
challenge the ecosystem.
No, not if you have money. It doesn't.
True.
Because you have somebody who's part of their security system now is a pack of dire wolves because they can afford to spend
I suppose.
$1 million per wolf.
Yeah.
And then another 2 or 3 million to have them trained by somebody who's and now you've got a mansion surrounded by security cameras, armed guards, barbed wire fence, and then before you get into any of that, you've got to get into this sanctuary that's around the house that's full of dire wolves that they feed live animals. Right? And what are you going to do? Go in and try to stop them? Good luck getting by the dire wolves. So, then the barbed wire fence, then security cameras, and then the guys with guns. Yeah, it's a full package deal. This will show up on a James Bond movie. Yeah.
Hopefully.
This is Oh yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, and that'll be some guy's gonna try to I'll take over the world with my dire wolves. I will have everyone begging for mercy. And then that guy's gonna get killed by one of his own dire wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil the movie for you. It's all good. It's all good. They may have created a dire situation.
Good one.
Oh, frig. I'm telling you. It's a story to keep an eye on.
Right.
So if you hear anything else, you may want to go to the website for this company and just keep tabs each week and see what's going on.
Right.
If all of a sudden nobody's posting anything, we may want to bulk up the security here on the Underhill compound.
Yeah.
All right.
Lay low.
We need to end the show with Stupid Criminals. So here's the intro. We'll be right back.
In Woodstock, weekenders are represented by two separate groups, those who tune into the Nightcap with Brent and Patty, and the criminals who don't. These are their stories.
Alrighty, Stupid Criminal. Let's see what's going on here. You're chuckling because you know. Oof. I always get nervous when it says it was submitted by Lauren because her first one was traumatizing. That poor Christmas tree.
People are still talking about that one.
I'm telling you.
Good on
ooh,
Lauren.
baby.
She found a
if you're gonna enter a show like this, hitting a complete home run is the way to do it.
She did. She
You
knocked
become
that out of
a
the park.
high point in the show, and then people will go, "Oh, Lauren submitted this. Oh, it's gonna be good." All right,
shoot.
so what did you have for it? Oh, Shine Bright. Shine bright like a diamond. I hate that song so much. Let's get a look at this guy too. Ba-doing. A criminal.
Must be complaint, like
What?
must be complaint, and I.
A criminal complaint filed in Albuquerque's Metropolitan Court says an officer cracked the case after seeing. Am I missing something?
No, keep going.
Yeah, but this is in the middle of the story. All right, just keep reading, Brent. Just keep reading. That's all you do. You're just the talent. You're not the writer. After seeing Esibo Padla remove a baggie from his rear end during a traffic... Like his ass?
Yeah.
During a traffic stop over a missing license plate and place it on the ground. After being pulled over, he was also found to have a knife in his possession. The knife eventually led to Padla getting a pat down. He attempted to surreptitiously remove the baggie from his anus. Okay, I was right. At the traffic stop, but apparently did not do so quick enough. Court documents say that Officer Daniel DeGraff witnessed the extraction. I mean, he'd have to pull his pants down, wouldn't he?
I guess he just reached down and hauled it out.
And immediately grabbed the bag. Ugh. I found 44 small diamonds in the baggie. Padla admitted the precious stones were likely stolen. Likely. Like you didn't know. You shoved something up your ass and you didn't know if they were stolen? You're dumb.
That'd be an uncomfortable ride, wouldn't it? On a motorcycle?
The criminal, right? The criminal complaint filed about the bizarre incident read, based on the uncommon behavior of concealing diamonds in packaging commonly used to store narcotics and concealing it in his butt cavity and the attempt to get rid of them, it was apparent that he must have known that the diamonds were stolen. He also allegedly told cops that he had gotten the diamonds from a relative who usually has stolen items. And he even told the officers he was hoping to trade the precious stones for drugs. Of course he was. That's
Right.
why you stick them in your ass. He was charged with tampering with evidence and receiving stolen property. It is not known if he had an attorney. Well, I can guarantee you one thing for sure. He can't afford an attorney.
Probably not.
I understand that addiction makes people do stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to cast aspersions upon that.
Right.
However, I am going to make fun of him. There has got to be
He
a better...
caused himself some damage.
That's what I
They're
was thinking.
sharp.
Like,
Depends on how polished they are and whatnot.
diamonds are forever. Your ass is pretty soft tissue. And why? Let's just look at the logistics of it. Okay, here's the thing. You get pulled over for a simple traffic stop.
Yeah.
Okay? Just a simple...
Yeah,
you
he
missed a
was on a
license plate.
motorbike.
Yeah, he was on a motorbike. Missing, okay. Why are you pulling anything out of your ass at that point?
Right?
They're like, unless you're paranoid, they're going to know. They're going to know. They're going to know what the diamonds in my butt. They're going to know what the diamonds in my butt. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
He was acting suspicious.
Say less.
Right?
As the kids say these days, say less. Say less. I don't understand.
Surely he could have found a better spot to have stashed them.
He could have left them in his ass. He would have went, yeah, no, you're right. Da, 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 da. I'm going to write you a ticket. Okay, cool. I'll get somebody to come pick me up. Like, you play that scenario out. You don't go, I better get them diamonds out of my ass. Because I know that's where this cop's going next. He's going to check my patootie to see if there's anything shoved up in there. Because that's what they always do. They look at me and go, dude, drop your drawers. Like, how many times on a traffic stop, you're on the highway, are they going to go, drop your drawers, bend over, see if there's anything in your ass? Like,
Right?
unless they have a real problem in that area with people smuggling drugs in their butt, they're not likely to say anything. And if they pat you down...
If it's just a simple license plate infraction.
Right? They're not going to pat you down and go, dude, your bum feels a little bit full. You got to take a shit, or are you carrying something in there? So, he screwed himself over. I have no sympathy for him at all.
Yeah.
None.
I know that he was mistaken. Because when you use carbon to make diamonds, not colons.
Stop. Oh, my land. This case screams public defender.
Right?
Marlene headed out.
Night, Marlene.
Yeah, I think we missed her, but good night anyway. I'm telling you, I
Like,
can't. Give me the list because I can't with these.
he's not
people.
using his.
It's just unbelievable.
He's not using his noodle.
No, he was using his ass. That's the problem. That's the problem when you go with, hey, when your first decision is, I think I'm gonna stuff these in my ass. You already show that you don't make real good decisions.
Right.
And to get on a vehicle to move stolen diamonds that doesn't have a license plate, damn, you're dumb. I'm gonna change. That's what the intro is. That's well, no, we've already got an intro for that. But anyway, I just damn, you're dumb. So thanks guys for joining us again. So it's next weekend that we're off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Good Friday, we're not going to be here. We're gonna take the day off. I'm probably gonna clean the garage. I'm not gonna lie. So I might be selling some stuff. Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah. We have a yard sale.
Maybe. So a big thank you to James and Marlene and Becky and Maureen and Ken and Kathy and Doug and Michael and Lauren. Thank you guys so very much. Those of you who indulge in our show after we're live, thank you very much as well. And we will...
We'll see you on the 25th.
Maybe he's been stopped before.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's gonna... How come I always get to the ass check? Said the disgruntled cop. Oh, get to do the ass check, says the disgruntled cop. They bring the guy's name on the computer, it says check ass. Not again. All right, bend over. Apparently you've been known to carry stuff in your ass. Oh, my land. All right, listen, guys, we will see you in 2 weeks then.
On the 25th, yeah.
Absolutely. Enjoy your long weekend. And don't indulge too much. Indulge just enough. And don't forget, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Good night, everybody.
We hoped you had fun, but now we must run. But we'll see you all next Friday. We thought you should know that you make the show, 'cause with